So let's move to the story now. King Philippe and Queen Matilda of Belgium on their first state visit to South Africa. President Cyril Ramaphosa hosting the royal couple in Pretoria today. Belgium is one of South Africa's economic partners. It's got the most export entering Europe through Belgium's ports. Senior reporter Silindelo Masikane at the Union Buildings, and she joins us now. Slee, thank you so much for joining us. I mean, we're getting so many visitors to South Africa. It's really quite exciting. I'm hoping that they brought a lot of Belgian chocolate with them, but I acknowledge that's probably not the main purpose of their visit. Just give us a sense of the context of the relationship between the two countries and what happened today.
I mean, it's quite interesting because we have quite strong economic ties and bilateral ties with the country of Belgium. And it's quite interesting that this is actually the first state visit from the monarch. We understand it was by, of course, the invitation of President Cyril Ramaphosa. And in essence, of course, with many of these state visits, Sally, it is in essence to see how we can improve and strengthen foreign trade relations, investment into the country, as well as boost tourism. We know that we get quite a number of Belgian tourists coming into the country, and like you mentioned, we do export a lot of our goods, in particular motor vehicles and diamonds, as well as organic chemicals through that particular country. And in essence, what President Cyril Ramaphosa is trying to do is also engage the country when it comes to renewable energy. We know, of course, that we are in the grips of an energy crisis in the country, and it seems that Belgium has some technology when it comes to renewable energy in terms of green hydrogen. So I think we're going to be seeing a lot of engagement in terms of business, seeing where investment can go into the country, as well as South Africa potentially investing in the country of Belgium as well. So what we saw this morning was a lot of pomp and ceremony. The red carpet rolled out for the monarch. We had the Union Buildings draped in the South African and Belgian flags, and we had the South African as well as the Belgium anthems sang. They took a walk around the Union Buildings. We were expecting a media briefing, but that was unfortunately cancelled. We then saw the monarch making their way to Freedom Park, where they were received by the newly appointed Minister of Arts and Culture, that is Zizi Godwa. We saw some kind of a wreath-laying ceremony, and then we saw the monarch as well as the presidency making their way to the CSIR, where there is a business forum engagement that is being hosted by the Department of Trade and Industry, as well as other ministries within the country of Belgium. The monarch is not coming here alone. They are being flanked by some of the ministerial departments as well. So let's just take a listen to what the president had to say during an address at that particular business forum.
We want to move from being a large importer of manufactured products to being a major exporter, as we have shown with our auto industry, as related by Minister Patel. And what we've been able to do with the auto industry has even been most amazing to us as South Africans, because we found that some of the workers who work in our auto industry are exported to Europe, even to Germany, to go and show German workers how some of the new models should be manufactured and crafted at even a high technology level. And this just goes to show the ingenuity that resides in this country, that given the opportunity, we do have the skill base that is able to transcend and be able to even compete with the rest of the world.
And Slee, what was the message from the Belgian king?
So we heard from the Belgium King Felipe as well, who of course thanked President Ramaphosa for the invitation, but also saying he's looking forward, of course, to getting to know more about the country's history, also looking forward to the discussions around renewable energy, but also saying that the relationship between the two countries is old, and that in fact this visit was quite necessary in order to strengthen the ties between the two. Let's take a listen.
At the heart of this cooperation lies a shared set of values: sovereignty and freedom, basic economic rights for all, equality and respect for all. These fundamental principles, on which both South Africa's and Belgium's democracies are built, were all fought by generations of citizens. And Nelson Mandela's long walk will never end.
What else is on the agenda? How long are they here for?
So we know that their visit comprises of them being here in Johannesburg, as well as making their way to the Western Cape. They will be engaging with civil society, business, as well as other stakeholders in the country. They'll be visiting some historical as well as cultural sites. And from what we understand, Sally, they will be in the country until the 27th of March.
All right. Thank you so much for that update. Silindelo Masikane, our senior reporter there. Now, still